We all have so much to thank God for. It's a shame if we don't do it. Now in Luke chapter 17, I don't think we'll turn there, but there's the story of the 10 lepers who met Jesus. And you remember, as lepers, they were not allowed to come near to anybody. They were unclean. They had to continually shout, unclean, unclean, warning everybody to stay out of their way because their disease was so contagious. But it says they lifted up their voice from a distance and shouted to Jesus and said, Jesus, Master, have mercy on us. And Jesus gave them a very simple reply. He said, go and show yourselves to the priest. Now, a person who was healed or cleansed from leprosy had to present himself to the priest to receive a certificate that he was no longer infectious. So by telling them to go and show themselves to the priest, Jesus was saying, on the way, you'll be healed. By the time you get there, the priest will be able to certify that you don't have any more leprosy. That, you see, is faith. Sometimes we're healed as we go. If we just stand still and say nothing has happened, nothing ever will happen. Well, all of them were cleansed of leprosy, but only one, who was a Samaritan, not a Jew, returned to give Jesus thanks. And he fell down on his face and thanked him. And Jesus said, were there not 10 cleansed? Where are the 9? Why is it only this foreigner that's come back to give me thanks? And then he said to the man, your faith has saved you. That's the Greek. Go in peace. Now the language is very important. It doesn't come out clearly in the English translation. All of them, all 10 were cleansed. But only the one who returned to give thanks was saved. Each of them had a physical healing. But only the one who came back to give thanks received the eternal spiritual healing of salvation. And he was the only one that came close to Jesus. So you see, without thanksgiving, we have no access to God.